everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Bro You Haven't podcast with me, Josh Aitken, JJ Tiny Calves Harding, and Adam All Pain No Gain Claydon. This week, the boys welcome a special guest all the way from Sweden, Kasper Larson of the Kellislife YouTube Channel, where they talk about all things fitness, gaming, and everything in between.
Brilliant.
Yeah. I was before every one of you, but yeah.
That was so close. That was pretty good. Considering this is the first foreign episode of the Bro You Haven't podcast.
Yes.
This is great.
Bro You Haven't goes international today with the fantastic Kasper Larson from Kellislife over on YouTube. How are you, Kasper?
Hello, guys. I am very well. I'm very well. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Yeah, doing really well. We've got a couple of technical issues. JJ's microphone's not working.
Well, I've literally been sitting here for half an hour now waiting for you guys to sort everything out, but yeah, we're doing great.
And you are completely allowed to feel annoyed or pissed off at us inadequate, inept people trying to run a podcast.
Yep.
You're the most professional of us all.
Whatever intern that it was that has had you in the waiting room for so long, rest assured will be fired immediately and thrown out into the street.
Very good.
So Josh and Kasper, you know each other?
Yes, we do very well, don't we, Kasper? How long is it we've been lovers for? We've been lovers for a little while now.
Yeah, we've been. It's been great. A couple of years. No, we worked together in Kos, didn't we?
Yep.
What's that? Almost 2 years ago now.
The beautiful Greek Isle of Kos, where I taught Kasper everything he currently knows about fitness.
Definitely.
He was a great student, learned very quickly.
He surpassed his master quite quickly as well, didn't he? The student became the master.
Yeah, no, in all seriousness, Kasper was a fitness coach at the hotel we're working in. A very good fitness coach, and he introduced me to the world of lifting weights and eating lots of food and feeling very strong. Isn't that right, Kasper?
Yeah, well, I would say you know a few things before we started. That's true, but I think I learned you quite a lot, and we had quite a few great workouts, and yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
I've still got pictures from when we did our 500 rep chest day, which was hellish.
Yeah.
That was hell, but I loved it.
It was, wasn't it? And we did 1,000 reps arms as well.
1,000 reps arms. Could you even imagine that, Adam?
I can't imagine that. You're talking down to me, mate. But I did train in professional dance. You know,
A different kind of workout.
it's a different kind of workout. Like I've never really had the sort of drive to go to the gym and sort of work on physique. I don't know. Mine's more like I do exercise because I love like the sport, or because I love performing, like love doing dance and stuff. So my exercise comes from a different motivation.
So you don't want to be buff and muscular?
I just want to be happy.
That's a horrible way to live, Adam. That's a horrible way to live.
No, with a physique like Adam's, you don't need to be into lifting weights. His physique is built on love.
Yes, it's all built on love and care and
pints.
and pints.
Hello. Hey!
What happened?
I am so embarrassed.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, it's working
No,
now.
he didn't fix it. No, his girlfriend fixed it for him.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she, well, I don't really use Macs except to record this. So, so I was like, why isn't it working? God damn it. Do you know what I reckon the issue was? You know the apple on the back? See, that's got a bite missing out of it. I reckon somebody's taken a chunk. And that's why my laptop's not working.
Boo!
Boo!
Bought it! Boo! Yeah. So we were just talking about fitness there and our own kind of fitness journeys as of sorts. What about you're into your fitness, JJ? What about you?
Oh,
Talk to
man.
me.
Yeah. Like well, before pandemic, I used to go to the gym 6 times a week. Monday.
I can tell.
Yeah, man. Monday, chest. Tuesday, back. Wednesday, legs. Thursday, shoulders. Friday, abs. Saturday, arms.
Sunday, manicure and pedicure. Just to relieve that tension.
And a facial from his dad. That's my one per episode, ladies and gentlemen. Get it in early.
You got to slip it in early.
Yeah, you've got to, JJ's dad will tell you all about slipping it in early. There's my number 2 for the episode. What about you, Kasper? When did you kind of get into fitness yourself? Or were you born a massive muscular man?
He's just born jacked.
I was pretty much, yeah. They did call me Hercules. No. Well, I've always played football and all kinds of different sports. And then when I was 15, I stopped playing football, started going to the gym. And yeah, I just kept rolling with it. Yeah. And then I had a few years where I kind of went off it. And then when I was like 19, I started for real again, like properly lifting weights and stuff.
Yeah.
Then just kind of got into working for TUI with Josh, my third season. Third season, yeah, that's right. And I got the fitness role, and I've been rolling on that ever since, calling myself a fitness instructor.
Love it. Well, everyone give him a round of applause from home. Give him a clap, everyone. Dom, give him a clap. So, Kasper, what can you explain to JJ? He's not aware of football at all, but can you explain to him the offside rule?
Yeah, what is the offside rule? I never got it, to be honest. I get it in rugby.
Okay, so basically, the one who has the ball, and if he passes the ball, the striker, if he's behind the defense line, when the guy who has the ball passes the ball, if he's behind the defensive line, he's offside. But if he's on the line with the defenders or in front of them, like in front of, do you know what I mean?
No.
Then he's not offside.
I thought you could just pass in any direction.
Not past the final defender.
Yeah, you can, of course. But you can always pass the ball, but if the guy who you're passing is behind the line of the defenders, the defender who's the furthest back, then he will be offside. But if he's in front of that guy, he's not offside.
Did you get that?
We'll show you some diagrams later, I think.
Yeah.
I need to get a chart out. You could use some of my tactics. I was the water polo team manager when we were on resort, me and Kasper, and I had a lot of very interesting team formations and tactics that I put into use. So send a video sometime.
Please,
in fact, if the people at home want to see that, I can put it in, and I could get Michelle, our new social media manager. Big shout out, Michelle.
Big shout out, Michelle.
Instagram story.
Well, that video is actually really good. I have it on my phone as well.
You have it on yours? Oh, yes.
There you go.
I mean, Josh is...
Go on.
You're not great at water polo, Josh, to be honest, but you're great at, like, cheering everyone up and, just being a team player.
Mr. Motivator.
Yeah, he's motivating. He's motivating, definitely. But, I mean, he can barely catch a ball, but yeah.
Some would say that's the most important thing. Some would argue that's more important.
This makes me so happy.
I know, right? I know. I'm finally getting fucking wailed on.
Yeah, Jesus.
No.
Oh my God. To be fair, Josh, somebody did need to deflate that head of yours.
That is very true, yeah.
Listen, Kasper, every other day of the week, Kasper's inflating a certain one of my heads, if you know what I mean.
Oh, God damn.
Fucking hell. Okay.
Josh, how does it feel to be the second most handsome man on this podcast now?
How does it feel to be last, JJ?
For the record, I think all of you are very, very handsome. You're very, very handsome, all of you.
Kasper.
You're a beautiful man, Kasper.
Would you like a permanent place on this podcast, Kasper?
Yeah, definitely. I would love one.
Yeah.
But I won't have time for YouTube then, will I? But still.
Before we get into what we're talking about today, Kasper, tell us a little bit about your channel for the folk listening.
Yeah. So once coronavirus actually took off and I couldn't go away for a season, I decided to kind of just do my fitness, well, kind of for YouTube and just my life as well in general. So I do a lot of fitness, food challenges, pretty much my day-to-day life. So Kellislife, one word, on YouTube. You can go check that out. But I do also do quite a lot of like educational videos. So how to eat, how to train to build muscle, how to lose fat, what cardio you should do. But also in general, I'm just having fun. And actually last night or like yesterday, I did a 10,000 calorie challenge. So
Oh,
that will be up on Sunday probably.
wow.
What were your poos looking like today?
It is looking, it's not very firm, I can tell you that. I've been to the toilet a couple of times. And if you want 30 reports, I can send you pictures after the podcast as well. So.
Have you ever done creatine?
If I've done what, sorry?
Have you ever done creatine?
Creatine. Yeah, I do it all the time.
Oh, you still doing it?
No, I've done it quite a lot, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Now, it sounds like we're talking about a drug now.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm imagining like injecting your eyeballs with creatine.
Creatine is just it's a supplement that like even like Usain Bolt like uses. It's just a general athlete's thing where it like retains water tension in your muscles. So
Yeah.
technically you can do things for longer, right?
Definitely, and I think if you're gonna use only one supplement, it's creatine, because you get stronger, you get faster, and if you can get stronger, you can lift more weights, you can build more muscle, and if you're doing an endurance sport, you can cycle longer or run longer or whatever you're doing, you know. So I think it's great to use it.
But the shits you take when you're on it.
Your poop, yeah, yeah. Your poops will be, as I said before, not very firm.
There's the link. I get it.
And your face can get a bit puffy as well.
Yeah, your face can get puffy.
Yeah.
I noticed like I don't have much of a jawline anyway. It was even less so when I was on creatine. Like,
Yeah, that was like me. That's why I don't take it.
Well, I usually do, but not anymore.
dude, you have one of the most chiseled faces of anyone I've ever met.
Not after the 10,000 calorie challenge yesterday. And the creatine I'm taking creatine like 3 times a day now.
Really?
So
See, I got worried because there was a study that said like something to do with
hair loss.
like losing your hair earlier, and I was like, I want to keep this shit.
Yeah. Well,
It doesn't specify where you lose the hair from, though, does it? You have lost it in some other places, JJ.
Adam, you're assuming that he's got any hair anywhere else.
I don't know.
well, with that hair loss thing, as long as you don't have a history of hair loss in your family, you should be fine. But let's say
that's
your
good,
dad or your uncles or whatever, they lose a lot of hair. You can think about at least cutting down on the creatine.
Oh yes.
But apart from that, it's absolutely safe. No side effect.
In which case, I might get back on the creatine.
Yeah, I put Josh on that for his lean bulk.
What's that?
I said I put you on creatine for your lean bulk, didn't I?
You did. And as you can see, I'm swole as fuck.
What a ledge.
So what are we talking about today, gentlemen? Anyone else take us in, because I, as per usual, have forgotten.
Tell you what, seeing as though a certain somebody has been a little bit of a fitness gamer lately, Adam, do you want to introduce this one?
Hello. This is me. Hello. So this week we're doing a week all about fitness games. So it might be that Just Dance video game you got on PS2. It might be Wii Sports, or as I've been playing this week, which is I'm having the best fucking time playing. I've just set my mum up on it as well. She was just having a dance around downstairs as well. The Ring Fit Adventure on the Nintendo Switch.
So good.
So we're going to go through all of sort of like our history of fitness video games, what we want to see like in the future. We can ask Kasper himself, Mr. Fitness, how he might see like fitness games integrating into like sort of more mainstream. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Send a video of your mum on the Ring Fit. It's for research.
Uh-oh.
it's for research. So where should we start, boys? Where should we start?
Well, the classic, I would say, Wii Sports, isn't it?
Wii
It's got
Sports.
to be.
That's like the first memory I have, at least.
Yeah.
Even here in Sweden, we play that so much.
Yeah.
I still play it now. It is so much fun. You built up so much strength in your wrists playing Wii Sports.
Playing Wii Sports, inverted commas.
I feel like at uni we worked out the Wii Sports. We worked out Wii Tennis.
Speaking of Wii Sports, I was talking to a friend a couple of days ago, and I said I was going to be on your podcast, and she was like, "Oh, so are you going to talk about Wii Sports?" And I was like, "Yeah, maybe." Yeah. She was like, "Well, you can basically sit down and do all of that. You don't have to move at all." And I was like, "Well, the boxing is quite intense.
Yeah,
the boxing is quite intense when you're sitting down, isn't it? Even if you're sitting down. But I think the whole thing about it, you should stand up. You should get active. You should do all the moves. You shouldn't be just sitting down and like playing bowling and table tennis and whatever."
That's it. That's a cheater's attitude. That is to think I'm going to cheat this game that's designed to make me fit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like people did the same with Just Dance. Some people on Just Dance just used to stand there and do that and just get all the points. You'd be like, "Nah, come on."
I feel like this was the first time, though. It was the first time where people actually got exposed for cheating a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, if you used to go to the arcade, we didn't, obviously, like back in the 80s, and people do that jump game where you've got all the fucking front, back, side. People, you can't cheat at that, but this was the first one where everyone, as soon as we got it, like, you got the Wii, everyone's being fully active. It's the first time we've had like a controller in our hand, we can do that. But it's also the first time that people realise that you can actually manipulate these things and literally just go like that easily. It's so much fun. Tennis was my favourite. Golf, I quite like the golf.
Did you?
Not enough holes, I don't think.
Ho ho!
The bowling was really good though.
Oh, the bowling was so good, especially when you threw it backwards.
Yeah. And all of them jumped. They were like, "Wow!" Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Who was the guy? He's like the master.
The black dude.
Yeah, with a goatee.
Yeah.
Who is that? Because he's in like
Can't remember his
every
name.
sport.
Oh, it's not. Is it Phil? Is it?
Is it Phil? He's like the master at like everything you do. He's so hard.
I can see, his face, yeah.
Yeah, you know his face. That man is an Olympic athlete.
Matt.
Fucking Matt.
Fucking
that
Matt.
fucking dick. Matt. I hate him.
I think one of the best things about Wii Sports was the music as well. I used to always love the tennis tune went ba-dum bum 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 ba-da da-da.
It's so calming as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Class.
It's therapeutic, but also when you're in that competitive mindset, it's quite cathartic as well. It's quite just like you're just hammering away, just like trying to imagine yourself at Wimbledon and stuff.
I can't believe I used to come home from school and just like try get every freaking boss on the tennis mini game that came free with the Wii.
Yeah. Didn't they release Wii Sport 2 or something with like table tennis and like
Wii Sports Resort.
much more features and stuff? Yeah, Wii Sport Resort, that's the one. Yeah.
So that
was cool as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had fencing as well, but with like these really thick sticks, and your two Mii characters would be standing on top of a podium above like a freaking pool, so you'd have to whack somebody with a stick until they went backwards into the pool. That was class.
Here's a question for you boys. Who out of yous are a rebel and didn't wear the wrist strap with the Wii remote? Who broke the rules?
I don't think I wore a wrist strap, I have to be honest. Unless it was tennis.
I definitely wore the wrist strap.
My mom definitely told me to do so, and I definitely didn't. So
You've heard it here
Your
first.
mum even told you.
Heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Kellislife is ran by a rampant criminal.
We got him, boys. Lock him up.
What came after Wii Sports? So there's Wii Sports.
Just Dance.
Just Dance. Well, that I would say Just Dance predates it in terms of the fact that was a thing in like arcades for years before. You could get Dance Mat as well.
No, you're on about Dance Dance Revolution.
No, you could get Dance Mat though for the PS2.
Sorry, no. Hang on a second. Dance Dance Revolution. Can we talk
Yeah,
about that?
talk about Dance Dance Revolution
we can talk
for
about
days.
Dance Dance Revolution. My root scooting baby is left, right, up, down.
Jesus Christ.
I never played that one. Just Dance I've played, but Just Dance I play with Rasmus. If you're on my YouTube channel, you know who he is.
Yeah.
We played and we do One Direction and we do Ricky Martin and ABBA. He loves it, and I'm just there in the background like
Oh my god.
following along kind of.
Kasper's a great dancer, and I really should share some videos of him dancing at some point.
Well, compared to you guys, I'm probably shit because you're all performers, but I'm not bad. I did Dirty Dancing in class.
Yeah, no, you're a good dancer. You did that.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm alright. Yeah.
Love that. Did you do the lift?
Yeah, and he did the lift with me. There's a video of me in the dress.
But not all the way. No, we couldn't do that. But
See, when it comes to dance, it takes me a while to learn it.
JJ learning a dance is like taking a toy away from a kid and then watching him try to like work out how to play with something else. It's just pure anger, and then he starts getting into it, and then he's like, "Oh, you know what? This is okay now."
I'll do you one better. JJ learning to dance is like cutting the leg off of a puppy and then watching it learn how to walk again.
I was not prepared for such hard truths today, man.
I'm worse. I'm like cutting all the legs off of a puppy, not just one, and then watching it roll around on the floor.
Nah, you're good, man. You're good.
I know, I'm just trying to be modest. No, I'm joking.
Fucking hell.
Oh, Jesus, man.
It was this one time we were in rehearsals together, and this is nearly a year ago now. Fuck me.
I know.
But
I know.
we're all doing a dance, and everyone's quietly getting on, just practicing stuff, and then in the corner you just hear "fuck," having a tantrum because you couldn't do the step.
Oh, literally. Being bad at something physical just it annoys me so much. If I can't do Sudoku, I don't care. If I can't do something that involves moving,
Did anyone have Kinect for the Xbox?
I never got Kinect. No, I had the iToy for the PlayStation.
Oh yeah.
I tried the Xbox Kinect when I was a kid, but I never bought it. It wasn't my thing really.
No,
I prefer Wii Sports, definitely.
Well, Xbox Kinect wasn't very good,
No, it was a bit shit.
except for the Star Wars dance game.
I remember selling my Kinect like almost like immediately because I was like so convinced it was watching me. Like I was so convinced it was just watching me all the time. Sending my fucking sending
Really?
videos of me in my room doing God knows what to Bill Gates, so that he could have his sick and perverted way with it. I mean, I don't know.
Oh my god. No, he would have sent it to Big Daddy Jeff, wouldn't he? Head of Xbox.
No, I find like Kinect and PlayStation have tried to do something similar. They had that almost like a Wii controller that had like a egg at the top, like a light up egg.
Yeah, it did. It had a little egg.
I've got them. I've never really used. I think my dad had them for a bit. But like, what Nintendo do so well, and I think that's why the Ring Fit is like the progression of everything they've done before, and is that they're so innovative, and everything is so out of the box.
Yeah, man.
That like mainstream gamers on like a PlayStation or the Xbox, they want to sit down and relax, whereas like people who play Nintendo stuff, it's all like about imagination. It's all about being active and different ways of playing, and I think that's why they're sort of the forefront of these sort of games.
Yeah, I feel like the Wii especially, I found like it was really easy to get my parents to like play stuff, whereas like if you try get your dad or your mum to play a shooter, there's two sticks that look in two different directions. One walks, one looks around, and that's far too much for them. Whack this tennis ball with your actual hand as if you're playing tennis. That's so easy to like grasp.
Exactly, yeah.
For somebody who doesn't play games, which is why Laura Whitmore is on the the Ring Fit advert. Unless she is a gamer, but I doubt it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So, Mr. Larson, what is your, going away from fitness games a little bit, what is your, I mean, I already know the answer, but for the people at home, what is your favourite video game of all time? What's your go-to?
Oh, I was going to ask him that, you cuck.
Well, you were too fucking slow.
Calm down, boys. One at a time. One at a time. Well, yeah, I think it's quite easy. It's Red Dead Redemption, definitely. Red Dead Redemption, yeah.
Well, the first one.
I love both of them, but when the first one came, it was like such a revelation, you know? It was like complete new for me, and well, it was a little bit similar to Grand Theft Auto, but so far away from anything I've played before. So definitely, I'll play both of them. So, and the Undead Nightmare spin-off, kind of.
I'm waiting for Undead Nightmare for the second one, man. When's it coming?
It's not coming, bro. It's not happening.
But yeah, that's my favorite one. Well, I do love Assassin's Creed as well.
Yeah, I
though.
remember you saying that.
Assassin's Creed are really, really good.
What's your favourite Assassin's Creed game?
I think the second one, Assassin's Creed 2, or Brotherhood, the early ones with SEO. Yeah, SEO the Auditore.
Brotherhood's my favorite.
Yeah. I did. I've played the new one, Valhalla, because I'm a Viking as well. From Sweden. So.
Yes, you are.
But I didn't really enjoy it too much, to be honest. I didn't really like the fighting side of it when you were fighting and stuff. I didn't really enjoy that. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption and then Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
So we'll set the scene here. When was it? Somebody tell me, when did Red Dead Redemption 1 come out? Anyone?
2008?
No, later than that. I think it's 2010.
2010. So that's what, 11 years ago. So let's set the scene. 12-year-old Kasper, little Kasper, 12-year-old, playing Red Dead for the first time. How did that affect your fitness? Did you were you still taking the time? Were you sitting in all day, eating shit? If you're anything like me, you're sitting in all day, eating shit, playing that.
I think when I was 12, I didn't really care too much about biceps and
what?
And doing bench press and protein shakes and all of this. But when I was 12, I was still exercising. I was doing football and all of this. But I know I put a lot of hours into Red Dead Redemption. Yeah.
Whoa, man.
And I've always been a big eater, so I was probably eating a lot of shit while playing as well. I played it on the PS3 at that time. So
You played it on PC?
PS3.
No, PlayStation 3. I had a PlayStation 3. Nothing wrong with that. I had an Xbox 360 at a point as well, because...
Oh, you told us your whole story of how you've had every game 400 times.
the sad tale of how I've had Skyrim about 50 times.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
But this segues me into a good point before we go back to talking about fitness games. The point I'm making is, and it's a point that me and Kasper made in the last video we did together to a degree, doesn't matter if you've been sitting... eating shite, playing video games all day like little Kasper was when he was playing Red Dead 1. You've still got all the time in the world, and it's still possible to make a huge change in your fitness, in your life. See, that's me being serious for once.
yeah, definitely.
That's like you're insinuating there was this obese Casper sitting on his couch at 12 years old, just pigging out all day, every day. His mum comes in like, go away, I'm playing Red Dead. I'm sure he wasn't like that.
Kasper the friendly chub.
If we've got fans sitting there, fat as fuck, not doing any exercise, playing games, and listening to our podcast, stop listening, put the fork down, go outside.
Oh my god. How to alienate people in 3 seconds.
Listen, Kasper, that's not going to make the final cut of this episode.
Right, listen here, listener. If you're fat as fuck, get off your ass and start going for jogs.
Adam's going to edit that out, so it's fine.
He probably won't, no.
No, he isn't.
I wasn't listening because I've just got a weird text from my agent. It said, would anyone be interested in firearms training?
Yes.
And it's just that, full stop.
Yes.
So I'll be responding to that
the
later.
answer's yes.
100% yes.
Anyway, Wii Fit. We didn't talk about Wii Fit. We forgot about that.
Wii Fit.
Did anyone have Wii Fit?
Sorry.
I forgot
didn't.
about Wii Fit.
I didn't have it.
I'm just going to explain what it is. You had a balance board, okay? And it was a little... I don't know, it was just a little board which you stood on, and you could apply pressure in different areas, and the Wii would pick that up, and you'd have to do mini games surrounding that. So it was quite a lot of yoga. And also there was another game where you'd put your controller in your pocket and you'd go for a jog. And if you went too fast, you'd stop following the woman you were initially following and start following a dog, and then the game would have a go at you for going too fast.
Training you to be a...
That's getting a snip.
Oh my god.
Come on! You can bleep it out at least.
So could you walk? You had to could you have a little pedometer or something that you take around the real world? Is that what it was?
No. No, you'd have to do it in your living room. You'd have to jog on the spot and stuff.
Because I was thinking, Pokemon Go is kind of you have to go out and explore, but the precursor to that was on the Heart Gold Soul Silver sort of remakes of the second generation. And when you bought the game, you got this little pedometer with you.
Yeah, and you could level up your Pokemon by walking.
You strap it into your little, put it in your pocket or whatever, walk around, go on your dog walk or whatever, and then it would like rack up your steps. So I wasn't sure if it was like a similar thing to that.
No, it wasn't that fun.
Wasn't that fun?
Weirdest thing I ever saw was the fact that the Wii Fit woman got added to Smash Bros. That's such a fucking who did that? Who okayed that? That was a fucking strange thing for them to do. You know what I mean?
I think it's
fight as her.
Brilliant.
I quite like it, to be fair.
I like it. Bizarre though,
because all her attacks were yoga poses.
Did the guy from Wii Sports go in as well? That Matt from Wii Sports, he's in it as well, isn't he? I think, or was it one point?
I hope so.
Or was he due to? I can't remember. I was reading an article.
Is it like a joke? Because it's a good one.
Probably, because I'm very gullible. So.
So, lads, have we all tried Ring Fit Adventure for the Switch?
I thought you were going to say something else there.
Rim Fit.
Have we all tried
Ramming.
Have we all tried Fitness Dick in Your Mouth?
Jesus.
No, but your mom has. All right.
I actually never heard about Ring Fit Adventure before, and then when you mentioned it before the podcast, I had to look it up. And the first I put it on YouTube, and the first thing I saw was professional trainer tries Ring Fit Adventure.
Yeah, I saw that video as well.
Yeah, but the guy who did it, he was really fat, and I was like, "What the fuck? Is he a professional trainer?"
It's been a tough year, Kasper. It's been a tough year for him.
Yeah, he had a bit of a beer belly, didn't he? He had a bit of a beer belly.
You know when someone has man boobs? You call it man boobs in the UK. We call it crisp.
Oh, just shorten it to moobs. Moobs is okay.
We call it crisp titties when a guy has man boobs. Crisp titties.
Oh man, he got some crisp titties.
Yeah.
He got them crisp titties.
Yeah.
If you went to America, you'd probably get a very different response to that.
Probably.
That's probably like suggesting they've got nice, voluptuous
Crisp.
breasts on a woman.
Your breasts are like a winter's morning.
Crisp titties. Speaking of titties, do you train ladies as well, or do you just tend to train men?
Well, I don't really train people at home per se, but like when I work abroad as a fitness instructor, it's more like group training sessions, and then it's like 80-90% women. So I'm very lucky in that sense. Yeah.
Where does one apply?
Where do you apply? Or what do you say?
Yeah, where does one apply? Asking for a friend to these. Oh,
asking for a friend.
There's always a special place reserved just for you, George. Definitely.
That's what we like to hear. Cute.
So JJ, we're just trying to explain to us the Ring Fit. So what's the concept here?
Okay, so Nintendo has designed basically a resistance ring. So you can push it inwards and it'll fight back, and you can pull it outwards and it'll fight back. And you get the Joy-Cons and you put it in the ring and you put one on your leg, and it's essentially a fitness adventure game. Like, it's a
full-on RPG.
It's a full-on RPG Pokemon style game, but each attack you do is an exercise. So for example, it'll be a squat, or you'll have to get the ring out in front of you and squeeze it in.
And this is how you deal damage to your opponents.
Like a peck fly, yeah. Or you'd have to hold the ring above your head and squeeze it upwards like that to work out your shoulders and stuff. And it's just not like the exercises are not only like decent for home workouts, like they're really good exercises, but also that freaking ring. It's invincible.
There's a lot of resistance.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I mean, you can't break it.
And like,
it's
I'd consider myself like a strong guy. So I've got it. I got the game on the highest settings, and I'm not joking. I was struggling. It isn't easy. And
no, it's hard. And like, I love the fact that you basically run through different levels, and you can. So you physically have to run, and you can shoot there's bits of boxes and stuff you can collect. You can suck it in by pulling out. You can blow things up by squeezing in.
You can suck it in by pulling out and then blow.
Yes. That was your childish monkey brain there.
This is all Josh has to offer on the podcast. Sexual jokes.
Everything is innuendo.
Interjections and sexual jokes. That's it. That's all I can do.
My favourite thing is when one of us is doing quite an endearing story, or quite a personal story, and the other two of us are just in the background, just talking about, just like, ha, poo, sex, ha, like in the background.
Josh is just there like, haha, fuck you, da, haha.
My favourite bit about Ring Fit, though, is that once you finish a stage, you might beat a boss, you might beat some enemies, you have to do a victory pose, and this really appeals to me, because my little brain is going, oh, I'm getting a prize for doing this level, and you have to go squat, 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 hurrah! And you lift it up, and you do like a victory pose, and get all your stuff.
It's so good.
It's so much fun.
Have you unlocked the bicep move yet?
No, I haven't, though. I'm on like the
Okay.
fifth world, I think. Is he getting it up? You going to show us?
Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm away from my mic at the thing.
AFM. Have you got the ring? Imagine she thinks he's going to propose right now.
That JJ is now holding the ring.
He's going down on one knee right now.
Yep. And Phoebe said yes! Oh my god!
Phoebe said no. What?
Phoebe said yes!
Oh. And Phoebe said, and we'll find out on the next episode. So you have to go like this, okay? And you have to squeeze downward.
Shoulder,
like
it's on your shoulder. You're squeezing down, doing bicep curls.
Like that.
Sort of, not bicep pushes or whatever.
Yeah.
And like the way they
That's good.
sort of integrate these exercises is freaking amazing. There's one where you have to do an ab guard, and you have to squeeze it into your abs like that, and push against it. But I don't know if you can see this, Kasper.
Yeah, I see it.
But that is, like, if I put all my force in, I can only just close my fists together.
Yeah, but you're not very strong, are you? So.
Can we send Kasper one? I want to see him just rip it apart, like some superhuman man. He breaks it immediately.
Kasper would break that apart like a gorilla with a small baby.
I'm actually not very strong. I'm literally working out to have a good physique and to be healthy, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not very strong actually.
Oh.
Me and Josh arm wrestled once in COS. Obviously, I won quite easily, but I mean, we were both very drunk. We were both very drunk. We were on a night out, and all the girls were standing around us, and I just smashed. And I think we broke a glass as well in the process. So.
Yep, I do remember that. It was like something. It was like Arnie and fucking and Predator. Who's the guy? Arnie and what's the actor? Danny Glover. Where they grab arms with the big bicep and Predator. It was like that. Just like that.
Dylan, you son of a bitch. CIA's got you pushing too many pencils.
Dylan. JJ, is this the point in the episode where you pretend to be a woman?
Oh, we're doing that? I thought we... Okay, yeah, I've got one prepared.
We don't have to. We can do the conundrum instead. Oh,
We don't have. We can do both. I've got a conundrum prepared.
I'd quite like to see Kasper doing the role play.
Okay.
Let's explain what this is first.
By the way, my camera has died, but I'm recording on my iPhone. I hope that's okay. But if the audio is a bit weird, you know why.
Absolutely fine.
Okay.
From now on, Kasper sounds like he's in some sort of terrorist hostage video that's been sent.
I might do the whole podcast, but anyway, I'm so handsome and so fit, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
No, of course not.
He just leaves. Okay, so JJ, explain the situation.
Okay, so all the females in video games, okay, they've tried the online dating scene and they're just sick of creeps. They know what Rule 34 is, and they're not happy about all these gross people being gross to them. So they've taken to the bar scene. You are at this bar, and you see a video game protagonist at the bar. Your job is to figure out who that person is by chatting her up. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, right.
It's video game date night.
So it's called Video Game Date Night, all right? And if you want a clue, all you have to do is say, "Oh, excuse me a second, I've just seen my friend Jay." Or if we think you need a clue, then the bartender will interrupt you.
Hello, I'm Cornelius the bartender.
Cornelius Bartender.
Hope you're having a fan.
Cornelius Bartenderson.
Cornelius Bartenderson, the bartender here at this fine establishment.
Okay. I'm so happy I'm doing this with Kasper. Right.
Okay.
And we quite like to see you flirting with him as well. Or her.
That's just for me, though. All right.
It's a little thing he's got. He likes getting off on it. So we just give it to him this little moment.
Well, I have a few techniques when it comes to flirting, but the first 10 of them is not speaking to the lady in question, but I'll have to skip those ones then. So
he's got a system that's got more than 10 points.
First he stalks, and then he does his research.
it's more about body movements, you know. Okay, so hey, beautiful.
Another one of you. Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
I'm well. I'm just a bit beat up. That's all.
Ah, how come?
Well, I got into a spot of trouble. Falling structures and stuff.
Falling structures? Alright, what kind of structures?
Well, if I told you that, then I wouldn't be very good at my job.
Can I buy you a drink, maybe?
Sure.
To ease the pain. Yeah. What do you fancy?
A gin and tonic.
A gin and tonic, yeah. One for me as well, then.
2 gin and tonics, eh? I'm Cornelius Bartenderson, and I'd be happy to get you 2 gin and tonics, fine fellas.
Thank
Thank you.
Cornelius.
So,
You're welcome.
do you know what's the date today? Is it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Thursday, Friday?
It's Thursday, JJ. It's Thursday.
Thursday?
And what year are we in now again? I don't remember.
Oh, you want... okay. We're in the late 90s.
Oh, the late 90s. All right. Well, our gin and tonics are here. What's your name again?
I think you know full well who I am.
I'm really bad at this. I'm not gonna get it. How do I get a clue again?
Okay, so you have to say, "I've just seen my mate Jay." All right.
I've just seen my mate Jay.
I just like how you said the late 90s. As if you were living in the late 90s, you wouldn't say, "Oh, I'm just living in the late 90s." Like
I just said.
I'm living in the early 2020s.
What year is it? Oh, it's the late 90s.
I don't know the specific date, but this character is from the late 90s.
I've just seen my mate Jay.
Wait, don't you want to speak to the bartender?
And I don't want to speak to the bartender. I want to speak to my mate Jay.
Oh, hey, Kasper. How's it going, man? How's it going, handsome? Jesus, you look buff.
Great. Yeah.
God, look at the size of those biceps.
Thank you.
Hey, what are you doing later, bro?
I'm playing video games.
Hey, nice. Nice. So what you need, man? What you need?
Well, so I'm chatting to a girl, but I can't get her name. So, do you have any advice?
Oh, her over there.
Yeah, that girl.
Oh, dude. I mean, she's beautiful. I mean, she could be a model, you know, or like maybe if someone were to play her in a film, then I don't know.
Well, I'd say if you were to ask the bartender that she looks an awful lot like that fella, that lady Angelina Jolie.
Lara Croft.
Lara Croft, yes.
Well done.
Yay!
When you said she should be played by, and I was thinking it must be something, a movie and a game, you know, and I was like,
Yeah, well done,
Tomb
man.
Raider,
You did
Lara
it.
Croft. Yeah, the latest adaptation of that, she's Swedish, Alicia Vikander, who plays Lara Croft.
Yeah, I actually quite liked the new Lara Croft film. I have to admit.
I liked that, yeah.
Well, I think I preferred it to the Angelina Jolie one, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a bit moody, isn't she, Angelina Jolie?
Yeah.
I mean, every party I've been to when she's been there, she's been a bit moody, So.
I used to go out with her. She's from Glasgow.
Angelina Jolie.
No, I used to see her. I used to be her boyfriend. But she just couldn't keep up with my busy lifestyle.
She left you for Brad, didn't she?
I left her. Regardless of what she tells you, I left her, and then she got with Brad Pitt.
And you're actually the father of her adopted children as well.
Yep, all of those African children.
Didn't she kiss her brother? But for way too long.
That was why we broke up.
Oh, brilliant.
So, Josh, do you have a conundrum for us? This is our second new segment.
I do. This is our second new segment. We're trying them all. This is the segment called Da Conundrum. Okay. Here is the conundrum, and I want like your answers like individually.
Okay.
We'll start off with Kasper, and then we'll move through you.
Cool.
Here's the scene, right? You are at your current level of fitness, right?
Oh, what?
Level
Pandemic fitness or pre-pandemic fitness?
Okay, that you are the fittest you've ever been. It has to be like a level of fitness you've been at in your life. A level of fitness you've been at, but not, not like something you've never been. So the level of fitness that you've been at that's been the highest.
Okay.
You're in the middle of a child's playground. You have to fight wave upon wave of 6-year-olds, right? So there's 20 6-year-olds in a wave, and at the end of every
How
wave,
many waves?
you have to fight a 12-year-old as a boss battle at the end of every wave of 6-year-olds. How many waves at your peak physical condition do you think you could get through before those children overcame you? And I want to hear your strategy. I want to hear what your strategy is and how you would get there.
And it doesn't get harder. You just get more tired, kind of. Or
it doesn't get harder. You just get more tired.
I think 26-year-old would take all of us down individually. Maybe not all of us together, but
I suppose it depends. If they all ram at us at once, yeah. If they all each individually come in and let's say they're like a zombie horde, right? And each time another one comes, unless you've taken out the two before, it's going to make life a lot difficult for you. So if they're all different paces and they come in at different times, I reckon we'll get quite a few rounds in. But if they all come at once, that's going to be hard.
They're coming in staggered.
They're coming staggered?
They're coming in staggered.
Okay.
Also, can we just talk about killing 6-year-olds on this podcast? How crazy is that?
Not killing, incapacitating.
Having had quite a lot of experience teaching kids or whatever, 6-year-olds are surprisingly strong, even when they're being affectionate. Like, after they come up to you, they're like, they want to hug you or like they hit you or whatever, like in a silly 6-year-old way. They're quite strong. I'm not going to put my name to hitting a kid, unfortunately. So I'm going to just happily let them take me down.
I was going to say, you don't need to answer this one being a teacher.
We can pretend it's 6-year-old zombies then. 6-year-old zombies.
Oh, then 50 waves.
50 That was so definite, so quick.
I think I would survive quite a few rounds, but if I have any weapons, like in Black Ops Zombies, for example, I've been playing that a lot, so I think I would survive quite a lot of rounds.
I reckon Josh is on about just your body, because he's saying the fittest you've ever been at that time.
Okay.
Josh, your body at your fittest time, and what would your, if you were to have to fight them, what would your tactic be? How do you think you'd approach that?
I think that I would probably just go crazy, just body slam them, tackle them.
He's doing the Viking berserker, isn't he?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, definitely, I would do that. I would just go crazy on them.
He just Fushfordals them away.
Just lift them up and just throw them away. And,
see, this is what I'm thinking. Lift them
maybe,
as well, because if you lift one up, maybe you could throw them into 3 of them, and then you've got a four-player knockout.
Well, my thing is you've got to preserve your energy for this, right? The thing that's going to be your undoing is you're going to get tired and they're going to overcome you.
The trick...
If you can use one 6-year-old, against another, then you're conserving energy. You know what I mean? You're saving energy there.
I reckon the trick would also be, don't just use, like, your arms, okay? Use your legs, get involved, get on all fours, you know?
Get involved. Yeah, but I reckon, like, if you take the first one and you take that one out, and then you use that one as a weapon.
Yes, 100%.
100%. You swing them around like a club.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You seen Black Ops Zombies, I would go for the classic zombies approach and just create a crawler. I'd make a crawler so that I could get a break between rounds.
Yeah.
Use your imagination. What does that entail?
How about this? So, each time I get one down, I pile them up, alright? And I essentially make a king of the hill. So they have to waste their energy climbing up to me, and I just kick them. I just kick them when they get to the top.
Yeah.
See?
Fair
That
enough.
sounds good.
I'm happy with that. Are you happy with these answers, Adam? You're very quiet.
Yeah, I'm happy with every answer, really. I'm really happy, yeah.
Okay, specifically for Adam, right?
Okay, hello.
I'll rephrase this.
6-year-old
right?
zombies.
I'll change it. No. I'll reverse it. You are in an old folks' home, and you have to either fight. You have to fight waves, right? Waves of 80. I assume in my mind that an 80-year-old is averaging like the same amount of like, on average in an old folks home, like physical strength as a 6 or 7-year-old. They're quite frail. I'll voice it as frail 80-year-olds, right? 20 of them, and then at the end of every round, you have to fight a 60-year-old.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to make it like a 100-year-old or something, but he's got...
No, a 60-year-old.
See, I don't know, man.
60-year-olds can be very fit.
Yeah, some 60-year-olds can be pretty fit.
Exactly.
Very fit.
I was watching a documentary the other day, and it's got this guy. He's in his 80s. He lives in the Seychelles. He's from the UK, and he bought an island in like the 60s, and he's been living there ever since with him and his like 400 like giant tortoises. And he's like 85, and I'm not being funny. That dude was jacked. He was fucking ripped.
Was he? Oi, Kasper, you ought to make a program revolving around lifting turtles. You know, like the buff dudes, how they've got their dumbbell-only workout? We could have a turtle-only workout.
Turtle one, yeah. Wow, that would be crazy. We don't have turtles in Sweden, but maybe.
What you got in Sweden? Elk. An elk only.
Yeah. Yeah, and deers. We have a lot of deers.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Waves, I don't know. I could probably get through quite a few before getting fatigued, I think. Maybe 20 odd waves.
If you knew there was an end point, say like wave 50 was just fighting this jacked turtle guy, do you think you could get to there knowing that was the end point?
See, I think the question here is actually, does he have the turtles on him?
He has two. There's two turtles. There's two turtles with him. What he does with them is unknown to me. He might throw them at you. He might pick them up and use them as shields. I don't know.
I think it's always best to try and persevere to get to the end. But if the Jack Turtle guy's at the end, then I think it's like you just don't know what the boss is going to be at the end, and you see him rock up, and you're like, nah, there's no way I'm going to beat him.
That's only his first form.
His second form, he just grows a shell.
He evolves. Bloody hell. I'll have a think about this in the week, and I'll get back to you boys next week about how many OAPs I could murder, wave after wave after wave after wave. And I'll have a think about it, and I'll come back to you.
While Kasper's here, right? Do you boys have any fitness questions to ask him?
I'll let you guys go first. I do have a question, but I'll let you guys go first.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Okay, Kasper.
Hey.
and also the elephant as well. Hi, elephant.
And also the elephant. Kasper, I'm cursed, right? I've got small calves.
So do I. Well,
Yes!
well, I don't have skinny calves. I have small, but I'm not training.
Yeah, I don't have
training
skinny
them.
calves, but
yeah, I'm
I
not
do have
training them,
small
to be honest,
calves.
because literally, I've been trying. My friend, he did like a 12-week trained them every other day, and nothing happened. He measured them and everything, and he's a big dude, and nothing happened. So it's literally just genetics with your calves. So if you look at fat people, so if you look at Josh, I'm kidding.
Thanks, Kasper. really needed.
Kasper, I love you.
Really needed that confidence boost. Thanks.
The savagery. Can we have a regular segment from Kasper just roasting Josh, please?
No, but if you look at fat people, they usually have big calves because they're carrying around so much
Big
weight.
calves. Yeah. I always say this to people.
And if you look at runners, so my dad, he runs a lot. He never goes to the gym, but he runs a lot. And both his calves and his thighs are massive, and they're very muscular because he's running all the time, you know? So literally, if you want big calves, cycle, running, all of that, it's boring. But who wants big calves when you can have big arms, right? That's like
So this is the thing, man. I train my calves like so much, and like there's definitely a difference in definition, but it just they just don't like they don't progress quickly at all. And I've been trying for years now, kind of thing. So, you know, I read this thing right where Arnold Schwarzenegger had spent 2 years trying to put an inch on his calves.
And
he made it,
but
2 years for 1 inch.
Yeah, and he's also using he did use a lot of steroids and stuff.
Can I just say, lads, I'm so glad I finally had that conversation.
He's just like me.
I am not alone.
That makes me, you know, when you hear it from like a personal trainer, you're like, whoa. Then you know it's real.
Speaking of personal trainer, I was going to say that on the podcast. I haven't done any like personal training because I think it's overrated, because literally you pay, well, at least here you know you pay a lot of money and all you get is pretty much a certificate. Yeah. It's all about learning how your body and how your clients' bodies work. Do your research, because if you just pay someone to educate you and you get the certificate, you know, it's just about money then, isn't it? So you need to do it for yourself. Learn how to train, learn how to eat, learn how other people respond to training and nutrition, you know? So
100%.
Yeah, I get that. Every person is slightly different.
Yeah.
I guess my question would be, like, my point coming from fitness, the times I've been really fit in my life, I've been motivated by other things. I think structure for me is a big thing. Like, when I was training in dance, I was super fit, but not because I needed to do exercise, but because my aim was I had to be fit if I need to do this. So it's like going to the gym, and that doesn't really interest me. But how do you pick yourself up on those days when you feel really shit and you're like, I don't want to have to stick to this diet. I don't want to have to go to the gym and do this. How do you pick yourself up to be able to feel like today's the day? Even though I don't want to do it, I'm going to do it.
Well, you kind of have to search yourself, I would say, because for me, I literally never take rest days. Like, if I have a bad day, I still go to the gym because I know that I have the drive and the passion for it. But if you don't, obviously it's harder, but you kind of have to think the long run, you know, where do you want to be in 2 months or 6 months or whatever, you know? And well, sometimes you do need a rest as well. If you are working out a lot, or if you're, you know, struggling with something, but kind of just think, how will your body progress, or how will your fitness progress in the long run? 6 months from now, you're going to thank yourself, you know, if you are actually putting in the work, you know. There's no shortcuts really, unless you take steroids, which I do not promote, obviously.
No, of course. So, yeah, I get that. Once you start to see changes in your, it's a whole lifestyle thing, isn't it? It's not just
definitely.
Like, if I lift this every day, I get big arms. Like, it's a whole lifestyle change, I think. Yeah.
And once you get the routine, once you like, let's say you decide I'm gonna do it for 20 days, no matter what. You're gonna stick to the plan, and then after the first 20 days, you're not gonna go off plan, pretty much. And of course, you're gonna struggle eventually at some point, and then maybe you need, if you've been working out for 6 months, maybe you need to take a week off, and just eat Nutella and ice cream. That's what I do sometimes when I get unmotivated. I just like take some break, eat whatever I want to, feel happy, feel fine, and then I go back to it.
You go back to it, yeah.
So breaks are also needed, I think, in fitness, but think about the long run, the long process, and get like into routine of doing it. I think is the best advice I can get.
Excellent, thank you.
Advice, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And Josh, you got a final question?
Yeah, after that was pretty poignant, and I don't feel I can follow that up with anything that's poignant. My question was going to be,
big arms happy? Is that your question?
lift heavy stone, make pain go away.
He needs big arms first.
Fuck you, JJ. And I know it's going to be a hot topic for a lot of our followers, but what is the secret to growing a fat ass?
Squats.
A big ass.
Yeah. What's the secret?
I don't want to brag, but my glutes are quite good developed. They've always been. Maybe because I'm a football player. I won Best Booty Award last season.
Yes, queen.
I voted for you.
Yeah, boy. But for glutes, squats, and also I would say deadlifts. All the like compound movements are essential for that, but also isolation movements. So hip thrusters. When you put a bar or something on your hips and you thrust your hips to get glutes, and really like squeeze and activate. And Bulgarian split squats, just squats in general, just like compound movement, squats, hip thrusters, all of that. And you're going to get a big firm ass, Josh.
That was a question from a listener, Dom. If you're out there, Dom, that's your answer.
Shout out to you, Dom. Shout out to you. But if any of the listeners you have or anything want to ask anything about fitness, you can just check my Instagram and send me a DM. I'm happy to help anyone for free with anything. I'm not an expert, but I've done quite a lot of research and stuff, and I've done it for a while now.
That's
so
good.
No, amazing. So where can they reach you, Kasper? What's your
email? On my email? No.
my home address?
My home address. No, but Instagram is easiest. So it's KKASSEE. But you can probably just find it from the Bro You Haven't podcast on Instagram. You can find me tagged in something over there or something. But check the YouTube channel out as well. Kellislife, one word, 2 L's. Kellislife. And just send me a DM if you're wondering anything about fitness. That's my main topic on there. So
amazing, fantastic. Well,
how to eat.
Is it Rasmus? Rasmus is a fucking legend. I love him. He's
Rasmus.
He
I love Rasmus.
Don't watch it for Kasper. Watch it for him. He's excellent.
Watch it for Rasmus.
Yeah. He's a cool guy. He's a very cool guy. He's definitely worth just going over to the channel to see him because he's very funny. It's a shame he doesn't speak more English because he says the most fun things in Swedish, and I can laugh so much at him.
Fantastic, Kasper. It's been lovely having you.
Man.
This has been an extended one. A fresh voice on a podcast. We've seen Josh been belittled. Josh has been broken down, and that's all we really wanted from this.
I have been dismantled and put in my place, and I'm very happy about it. You know what? It's a fresh new look.
He's destroyed.
Oh, I'm destroyed. There's real tears.
It's been great to be on, guys. Thank you very much for having me. Hopefully my audio is fine because my mic died and I don't know. But otherwise, as I said before, I'm so fit anyways, it doesn't really matter, does it?
And on that bombshell.
Amazing. Right.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Kasper, everybody.
See ya.
Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Kasper. See ya.
And take care, stay fit, stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, mate. Thank you for listening to the Bro You Haven't podcast. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Bro You Haven't Pod for updates on future episodes and more. If you like this week's episode, you can catch our other episodes on Spotify, Acast, and YouTube. On behalf of myself, Adam, and Josh, have a lovely week. Goodbye.